Just waiting on everybody to get the proper sides. Looks like DGP will be on the blue side. Welcome to the Beer League. Thank you for tuning in on this Friday evening. So we've got IQ against DGP. I believe everyone is ready. At least everyone's in the party. We've got a great game on our hands. Two teams that are being quite competitive with one another in the Beer League. We got 3 total points on the side of IQ and 2 points for DGP. So even though they might not be in the top of the tier list, they're battling out for that final playoff spot. We've got this game plus 3 more weeks remaining for one of these two teams to take the lead. Really separate themselves from the others. Oh no, what's that? Oh. The op.gg for Bucci has just been posted. Welcome, Yakro Spar. We're open for pretty good series, some very good games. You got the snacks? What kind of snacks do you have? I've got some Tostitos with me. More of a dinner. Hot dogs and chips. I like that. Alright. Draft should be getting underway. And away we are into the ban phase. Now, Yakro, do you put ketchup on your hot dog? Or are you more of a relish, mustard? Okay, good. I don't want to get judged too much because I'm usually just the ketchup guy. Alright, perfect. Perfect answer. DGP, first ban. Going with the Sona, knowing that that is one of Zeed's most played champions this season. And probably in Zeed's life. Getting a Cinnabon here as well. Against the Desert Rose or against Moonlight. Syndra coming in. Guess Awesomenator has been playing that quite a bit. It's got some nice range to it. Can be pretty annoying in the mid lane. Aurelion Soul getting banned. Alright. I think one of the few A-Soul bans this season. I appreciate Senor Slamurai. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Having people in the chat always makes this a much better process. Sivir getting banned out. You know, one of Jubilee's scaling champions, and Smolder. Alright, so IQ is really not a big fan of dragons at all. I forget who I put on which side. That's not reheat. Okay, so I want this to be there. That to be there. Alright. We've got the names up on the board. Now, I'm not expecting S-Stock to be picking Karma, but it is a very good flex pick. Can go in 3 lanes. Can be quite annoying. Reheat selecting the Seraphine. I'm expecting that to go into the bot lane for Zed on support. Bucci the Boo. Nice little rebrand from Bucci Boo. Just happened today, so glad we can get that updated for all those watching at home. Maokai coming through. That is a Bucci special, so get ready to see some saplings tossed. Seraphine could also be a mid lane champion, but I feel like Awesomenator wants to play some more damage dealing than late game scale. Ezreal being picked most likely for Desert Rose, and I mean Karma Ezreal's super strong lane, so that's gonna be a lot of poke going on to that down that Seraphine, but she can heal up. Although the IQ bot lane is usually, hey, let's scale. So they want to be in lane a long time, and if Ezreal Karma poke them out, it's gonna throw a wrench in their plans. Pick number 3, Sejuani coming in for gain Lanker. I think that's a pretty standard pick for him. I want to say he's played it a few times this season. Volibear coming in. This could be something that Slamurai Jack saw top lane last night during his casts. With the, I'm just going to heal over and over and over and over again. And hope that nobody builds Seal Cut. Bans coming in. I expect them to be geared toward blue metal. There's a Zoe ban, one of his most played champions last season. I think he's played it a little bit less this season, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Awesomenator does play a good bit of TF. So if that does happen, I wouldn't be surprised if that ban comes through. Jinx, another Jubilee classic. Good ban on the side of DGP. I mean, currently IQ has the meatball comp, and that has seemed to be working in the beer league as of late. So let's see if they stick with it. Here comes the final ban. Viego. Blue Metal has been playing a lot of Viego mid. So that one is geared toward him. So if you see this Sejuani and you're wondering why would they ban Viego, it's because it's not a jungler. Ashe is getting banned away from Jubilee as well. So, I mean, I don't know how many more ADCs are in his repertoire. And the Jubilee does play a lot, but he prefers to scale. So let's see what scaling options IQ sticks him with. Hopefully leave Awesomenator with the counter pick on red 5. Varus coming through. Varus can go lethality, on hit, or AP. The feature matchup this series. Oh man. I want to say it could be in the bot lane between Jubilee Zed, Desert Rose, and Moonlight. Ooh, alright, we are seeing Karma. So that could still be Karma mid or top. But I just think that the bot lanes are pretty important to both teams, especially to the IQ side. I know DGP is going to want to play through mid lane though with Blue Metal there. He's pretty strong performer. So I'm not sure like if there's going to be a lane matchup or just see what the teams can pull out to go against one another. Top lane could be interesting with the Volibear into Alawi. Alawi really enjoys whenever people go into her, and so Volibear and Malachi kind of want to do here. So we'll see. Milio has a really great disengage for both Seraphine and Malachi. We're gonna have a Nivea come out, so that's gonna be in the mid lane for Awesomenator. So I mean, for those of you that watched last night, Vixperian plays a whole lot of Anivia mid lane. Played last night, went Malignance. Karma's also big Malignance enjoyer. So I expect both of them to just rush it and be rolling with it. So I don't know. I think looking at these two team comps, oh man, this one's tough. I kind of like the side. Vix's Anivia is really good. I don't know. I kind of like the side of DGP, just because I dislike Anivia as a champion. So there's that. I've been playing a lot of Karma, super strong at like all phases of the game. But I don't know. I think if IQ can get a nice team fight where they can line up the Malachi, Seraphine, Varus, and just hit that CC train, get people trapped, and Anivia throw down her ult, it could spell some trouble for the side of DGP. But I'm gonna have to go with, I think don't get pushy. Get the win in this game. I feel like, I don't know, just their poke damage is gonna be a lot more than what IQ is gonna be thrown out there. But time will tell. Yeah, I agree, Slamurai. But I think if she's going to be either leading with her ult or else Karma Tether or Milio knockback, knock up thing, I mean, there's enough CC for her to get some hits down. I mean, Varus is not the most mobile of champion, neither is Seraphine. So that is helpful, but mid lane's going to be a little bit more difficult to get those stacks rolling. But then again, I'm also not highly ranked, so I think Sejuani is just, you know, a nice little comfort pick for Game Linker. Alright, they just wrapped up their second round of bans in the client draft. After this, we'll take a look at some stats and then get into the game. I don't know, does anyone in chat have any hypotheses for who's going to win the series? Or this game, at least. The series might be a little bit much. These two teams are separated by 1 point in the standings. DGP has 2 ties. IQ has 1 win. And that's the main difference maker here. But as we've got some time to spare, we're going to be looking at some stats in the beer league. On the side of DGP, we can see that, I mean, they definitely do play through their bot lane. Benson averages 5, almost 6 kills a game, as does the Desert Rose. The damage is definitely coming through from top lane as well. Mid and ADC, so I mean, they have the roles to play through. They've got nice tank in the jungle to play around, get some assists. And I mean, Moonlight is playing the Milio. He'll be able to free people up that get caught in the Varus ult, in the Maokai ult, in the Seraphine ult, so it's going to be looking nice for them. On the side of IQ, we've got a whole lot going on. They're a pretty big plays a team, so I mean, no one has major high kills as they're all getting a lot of assists. -9 does have 5.75 kills, but I believe they only played 1 or 2 games. I'm gonna say 2 games at least. Jubilee does lead the way on their team for their regulars with 4.7 kills. And I mean, the damage is coming in from Jubilee and Awesomenator, as well as Rihi with 858. And I mean, the efficiency award, highest damage per gold, just like we mentioned, Rihi's up there. So he's going to be fighting. He has played some games of Gangplank, so I mean, he's banked some extra gold. He has played some TF as well, so his stats might be skewed, but who knows. Damage per minute also coming in from Rihi, 3rd highest in the league. So Lamurai, one of the top laners. Very nice. I am kind of surprised Blue Metal didn't make the list for top mid laners. I think he's played really well, but I mean, so have these 3 players. So, all right. So I think games should be getting started shortly. I'm gonna go get a fill up on my drinks. I will be right back. Your team tops in damage per win, but last in the league. Well, that's just I believe that's called jungle diff in most situations. Alright, I'll be right back.
Until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
might not be necessary. And I just realized I was muted during all of those intros. So we do have Desert Rose on Alawi, Gain Lanker on Sejuani, Blue Metal on Karma, S-Stock on Ezreal, and Moonlight on Milio. Richie on Volibear, Bucci Boo on Maokai, Awesomenator on Nivea, Jubilee on Varus, and Zed on Seraphine. We've got lots of trading in the top lane so far. I mean, both champions heal up quite nicely, so I don't think either of them are too afraid of an early trade. It's just all about who can keep the mana. Jubilee getting some nice poke down onto the Ezreal. Zed with a great root. And I mean, we've got fighting everywhere except for the mid lane. Kind of a big fan of this. Makes the jungle hopefully be more active in the other game. I guess Desert Rose top laner now. I think I might have just misplaced who was where during draft. Karma landing the Qs. Blue Metal getting the Chains up of Corruption, but he gets a little stuck, and Chains of Corruption is not Karma's spell. But you could imagine if it was. Karma is getting some nice poke down, but so is Riki in the top lane as Alawi's down to quarter HP. I think used up all of her corrupting pots. Alawi going for an early gank in the top lane. The side of IQ does spot it out. Both junglers on their top grab at about the same time. Gain Lanker getting a ward down in the top half. Not really sure where Bucci's hiding on the Maokai, but you can see my nice little grubs. S-Stock going for some poke. Bot lane, even and far. Mid lane, just about even. Rihi taking a slight lead in the top lane, but I think there's a few minions that Alawi is catching. It's not too big of a diff going on in the game. We do have 30 seconds before the first objective spawn on the map. I know half the beer league is a fan of grubs. The other half is against Grubhub Gaming. I forget what both these teams actually enjoy. I believe they both prefer the dragon. Yeah, I mean, I know my team last week definitely inted over grubs. And or it might have been the week prior. It's just not a good thing. We got a gank coming in the mid lane. Not too much is going to come out of it other than just some poke down from the Mantra Q. And it looks like Sejuani should be able to just bounce between mid and bot, looking for a gank, looking to get involved, but Alawi pops the ult, flashes in. Richie just dunks on her face though. First blood going over to the Volibear. No TP on Alawi either, so he should be able to push in this next wave. Grub's going over to Maokai and the side of DGP or IQ. It's quite interesting, but I mean, if you're playing Alawi and you've got an ult, and sometimes you just get a little bit happy with that flash key. Both junglers going to be trading objectives on the map, which, all things considered, is not a bad play. Got a nice slow game. Benson Blue Metal slowly getting a CS lead in the mid lane. Bougie could be sitting way up top, but I think he's going to go base. He's got some gold in his pockets. Richie might have told him to stay, though. He's like, hey, I got a control board for you. Oh, I was going to push into me. Just don't move too fast. No flash on the Alawi, no ult just yet either. This should be an easy kill. Unfortunately, Bucci knocks her the wrong direction. Not everyone's favorite boy band, but it happens. He does make Blue Metal use his TP to go top instead of mid. But it looks like Awesomenator might be getting ganked here. With... Oh! Richie is trying to take down the Alawi. He's having some difficulties hitting him. He's eventually able to. He makes it out alive. Anivia goes into her passive form off the Sejuani gank. Let's hope they donate the kill over to Blue Metal. Oh no. The bird has wings. She flies out of there. Flashes out of there. Oh me, oh my. How did Anivia just survive? Jackro is looking a little unbelievable right there. It's quite unlucky on the side of DGP. I mean, the good news is Sejuani just hit 6. She is spotted out on a ward. Jubilee with a great flash of the Sejuani ult. No other follow-up coming through. We might be seeing that emote again. So I think we've had 3 Sejuani ganks. No kills, but I mean, she has gotten 2 flashes. And Sejuani ult will be up much sooner than Varus's flash, so I'd like to hopefully see an ult coming in from her again. Richie's just attacking the Desert Rose, dunking on her face. Alawi does pop the ult. She will get a bunch of healing. Not sure if Bear is going to go down, though. He got his W out. The Alawi ult has worn off, but extra healing always coming through. Just waiting on the W reset. And not too much coming from that, but I mean, at least Desert Rose survives the storm. That is Volibear. He's getting a little low. Richie now has a 150 gold lead in the top. Well, not gold lead, but bounty on him. Nice little quicker picker upper. We missed the Varus ult in bot lane. But I'm going to assume that it didn't hit. Great root coming in from Zed. Not too much. Flash coming in from the Sejuani. Ghost coming out from Volibear. And he's getting out again, my friends. This is just not looking good on the side of DGP. They've gotten unlucky not once, not twice, not 3 times. I believe now that's 4. But I mean, the good news for them is the game isn't over until the Nexus falls. And even though they're down 2 kills, they're only down 800 gold. And I mean, they've got a gold lead mid in ADC. That's where you're going to look for it. But I mean, 1100 gold lead in the top lane. That's going to be scary, but luckily top lane is useless. Did Maokai just use his ult for some reason? I'm not really sure why. But he's on the grubs. Sejuani's going to be coming in. Karma's getting some damage down. 4 grubs over to the side of DGP, so they're not going to get the Void Mites that come through. And Bucci's just dashing through, using his W. Not much coming of it. And the Desert Rose, along with Gainlink, are going to be able to secure those last 2 grubs. No bonuses going over to IQ. Awesomenator's getting a little bit low. Sejuani ult coming through to hit Bucci Boo, but he's not going to make anything happen there because, like everyone else on the side of IQ, they've got a flash. And they're out. Ezreal's jumping forward. Ult coming through as well. Doesn't hit, unfortunately. But we do have dragons spawning right now. It looks like Sejuani should be able to get vision once she clears that crab. Yeah, DGP really does need a break. I don't think it's going to be happening though. I mean, it looks like Volibear's just got top lane under reps for himself. Up by 25 CS. Up by 2 plates. By 1300 gold at 12 minutes. Kind of scary. Make that 1400. 2 dragons, though, over the side of DGP. So, I mean, having dragons, never bad. They're probably going to be a little bit upset that it is the Cloud Dragon. But, I mean, Blue Metal's going to be rocking with that movement speed if they can get the Cloud Soul. So Blue Metal has completed Malignance on the Karma. So his alt Qs are just going to be disgusting as long as he can start spamming and land some alts together. His alt Q is going to be on a very, very short cooldown. Ezreal coming through to try and back off the side of IQ, and it is doing that. Desert Rose slapping the alt down. He's saving his until he actually needs it. Exhaust coming out from the side of Zed. Knockback going by Moonlight. I don't think Zed's going to fall down, but I might be wrong. The Flash Ignite coming in from Moonlight, but unfortunately throws it on Jubilee and not Zed. And nobody's going down again. Alawi's coming up. She does have her ultimate. And as I said, nobody's going down. We just have Moonlight fall. Bucci hidden the Q in the correct direction, but Estock and a double kill on Ezreal is massive. Oh no, what's going on in the top lane for the side of DGP? I don't know how Richie just made that out of there. But someone's gotta take him down. He's gonna be trouble. Double kill on the Ezreal. I mean, I think that's what the side of DGP was gonna look for, especially if the kill went over to Bucci Boo on Maokai. Like, that's best case scenario. Blue Metal might go down here. He didn't take the extra turret shot, so that saved him. Unfortunately, Anivia is just walking straight into an RQ from Karma. That should be Herald on the side of DGP, but they are being a little frightened, especially with Rihi back on the map. Karma's trying to heal up a bit with the Mantra W. Flash coming through. This could be an objective being pushed away. DGP had a nice little leash for IQ. Looks like Herald's getting a little restless, though. Gonna go back home just for a quick nap. And Varus using his ult. Just get some damage down, say, hey, please leave me alone. The rest of my team isn't here. I'd like to farm safely under this turret. But Milio and Ezreal have different ideas as Ezreal ease in like a madman. Flashes Mastery 7, takes down Jubilee. And that, my friends, is why it's always nice to have a support with you. Malignance doing its thing as Karma almost takes down the Anivia. Anivia probably had less than 100 HP, had to use her flash. Desert Rose slamming the Alawi ult down, but Rishi answers with an ult of his own. Lots of healing going down by both these champions, but not much damage. It's coming through. Desert Rose just trying to stack away or slap away, but he is running out of mana to use on his W. Alright, looks like the side of DGP, they've got one turret down. They're going to start rotating. And Blue Metal, I mean, as a Karma, he can farm. And he'll be okay in the 2v1, 1v2. And it looks like we're going to get a gank from the side of DGP in the bot lane. I'm not sure if Maokai, he used his ult very early. Not sure it's going to hit. It will make contact with Moonlight, with the Varus ult coming through as well. But Milio's just going to pop his ult. Jubilee with the E flash in to get the S-Stock with that play. Flash ult coming in from Sejuani. Zed goes down. Gainlaker gets another kill on the board. 5-4. 2K goal lead on the side of DGP, and things just got serious for the side of IQ. They're feeling pretty comfortable. I wonder what Reese and Zesty and Nunya are thinking about right now with this Volibear build. It's not super healy. Looks like S-Stock should be able to push Volibear off mid lane though and get this mid tier 1 tower. And Dragon is coming through. I'm not sure if IQ can fight this or even if they want to fight it. They do have Seraphine ult. They do have a Nivea ult. So, I mean, as long as they can get somebody grouped up. Bucci, unfortunately, cannot hit the ult in the right direction. Alawi's got a lot of people. Encore coming out from the side of Z. Rihi jumping in to his death. That's 2 for O. And that's going to be Soul Point over to the side of DGP. IQ was able to drop Herald mid lane, but with nobody really fighting it, it just died. Took down half the health on that turret, but it's not going to be enough. And things are starting to really pick up in this game. I don't know if IQ is getting a little bit desperate, especially if Z dies here by the Desert Rose, just slapping him a few times. And S-Stock getting a nice assist as Milio gets the kill there. Varus using his ult to stay safe, stay alive. You hate to use it, but I mean, it's better that than to be 1-4. If we look at the gold graphs, S-Stock is crushing it this game. 8,000 gold, 2,100 lead over his enemy, his counterpart. It's quite massive. We got Baron in 30 seconds. Rihi's now facing off against Blue Metal. Getting a massive shield. Not too much damage going through onto that Volibear with Malignance, but I mean, it's done 758 damage already. Rihi's going in. He did get a little bit baited. Unfortunately, Blue Metal misses his alt Q. Rihi's going to have to do something to get out of this fight. Unfortunately, I don't know if the dunk is going to be enough, as Alawi's going to try to trap him in the hentai realm. Down goes Rihi. Desert Rose gets on the board with his first kill of the game. Anivia's trying to put some pressure down the bot lane, but she might be caught out as Karma's flanking with a nice teleport. Unfortunately, Anivia has walled off Karma. She's going to be trying to execute to the turret, but she realizes it's not going to be an option. Blue Metal going for the kill again. Blue Metal's able to pick up his second kill of the game. And just like that, don't get pushy. He has 6,000 gold lead. Looking a little rough on the side, especially if S-Stock can just do Q auto, WE auto to eliminate Zed from the game. And S-Stock dashes in again like a madman. Uses the ult, unfortunately it doesn't hit. Jubilee makes it out with barely any HP at all. Rihi's a little angry. Wants to get some revenge on Rihi, but he is down 2 levels. Even if they are even on items. And he's just getting slapped with his Malignance. And Blue Metal has his ult up almost permanently, especially using the tether. Should be able to shield himself. Nice RQ coming in. But Volibear's also not taking much damage. This is kind of ridiculous right here. And this is why I love tanks in League of Legends. Because no matter what, they can still get a kill. He is trying to push the issue. Zed is coming down, but will be spotted out on a ward. Maybe two. I don't know if Rihi realizes that his minions are not going to be joining him. That is true. Guess Blue Metal is just trying to get up on the stats page. Especially since that's a major thing this season. Rihi might finally fall here. He doesn't have ult. He's not going to be healing. And Blue Metal gets the easy solo bolo. Only took 2 minutes. And I'm not going to say that the side of IQ is, you know, maybe packing this one in. But that was a nice 2-minute fight where I didn't see anybody join. And Awesomenator is going to be going down again. And this could be Baron on the side of DGP. I don't know if they're going to push it, but it looks like they spotted someone in the mid lane. And Jubilee Zed are backing out, making sure that they get some vision down on this final dragon. On this 4th dragon of the game. Bucci is able to hit the ult, hit the Q in the proper direction, right into Rihi's hands. Blue Metal is forced to flash. Dunk coming in. And Blue Metal shouldn't make it out of live. But he did, because Milio, because Karma, because balance in League of Legends. Jubilee unfortunately doesn't have his ult. Alawi comes in, slaps down some tentacles, takes out Buchibu, takes out Rihi. Zed's alive on their lonesome. S-Doc's on a rampage. And as the game has shifted so much, got a 9k gold lead on the dot. Dragon Soul over to the side of DGP. The jungle over the side of DGP. And it's just not enough damage. The poke from Karm is annoying. The poke from Ezreal is annoying. And there's just not enough poke coming out from the side of IQ to get anyone low. And there's not enough sustained damage either. Like, they're just picking the fights around Anivia, making sure that she's not in a good spot. Or if she's in a good spot, to just slam onto her. It's a little rough. We just had some members spend their gold. I hope Alawi, Sejuani spend their gold before the Baron. Maokai might be caught out in the top lane. It's not looking good for Bucci Boo. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't know what to do. Bucci Boo, where are you? Somehow he made it out alive. But the Desert Rose has gone too deep. He's gone into a Zed. He's gone into a Rihi, but he takes down Zed like it's an indie pop star. And the Desert Rose is just healing. He's got Black Cleaver. He's breaking through all of the shields, all of the armor. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if he can out heal. And on the other side of the map, we do have Baron getting started by DGP. There's no way either top laner is making it up here. Sejuani does have ultimate. She throws it onto the Anivia. S-Doc dashes in, makes sure that he can get the passive egg down. Gets the kill. Bucci Boo falls as well. All while this is happening, Jubilee's in the mid lane taking a tier 2 turret. And he's going to be getting collapsed upon not only by a few members. He's going to be going for the quick base right here. I don't know why he didn't auto the turret once. That's kind of interesting, but we don't have stats on turret damage, so I don't blame him. 3 players down on the side of IQ. So, I mean, this was going to be a pretty easy Baron take for DGP. But with no jungler, with no ADC, no mid laner, I don't really see a chance for IQ to steal this. Seraphine We hardly knew ye as Ezreal just dashes in. Great flash coming in from Z to get away. But it's not enough as Ezreal's too dashy himself. Baron going down, and just like that, I didn't even realize this, kills her 20-4 on the side of DGP. I don't know where I've been, but I have not been keeping track of that. Lots of gold on their side as well. Ezreal sitting at 12,000 gold. Benson at 10,000. Sejuani sitting at 9,400. Yeah, I remember whenever it was 2-0 because DGP was unable to finish off a few kills. Just getting really unlucky. One good thing on the side of IQ is they do have Nivea who can farm for days. Wave clear for days. But if this Alawi is this large and she can deal damage without even hitting a Nivea, it's kind of broken. Mid lane inhib turret goes down, inhib goes down as well. It looks like top tier went down as well. So there should be 2 turrets on this Baron, as well as 2 inhibitors as long as DGP move up there. I don't think IQ can really push them off this, although this might be the last 5v5 fight. Maokai does not have out. Alawi jumps in, throws down the tentacle slam. Not really able to finish off anyone. Bucci with a great W to avoid death, but really it was just a delay. Unfortunately, Jubilee goes down as well, but they might get the Desert Rose as he's gone too far into the storm. That is Volibear shut down on blue metal by Zed. 3 kills over. That turret just lived. Less than 40 HP at the time. Unfortunately, it's going to continue rising in health, but that's not the end of the world. Gainlaker is going to attempt to steal this red buff, even though it might not go over to Ezreal. At least no one on the side of IQ gets it. I don't know if anyone believes in the caster curse or not, but Gainlaker has yet to die this game. Just throwing that out there. So that is something that may happen before this game ends. We do have Elder coming up in 1 minute. I don't think IQ's really going to be able to contest that, especially with 2 waves of supers coming in. Anivia is pushing topside. She's going to be caught out by blue metal. Does have passive, unfortunately no minions, but they do have grubs. And blue metal does have malignance. Awesomenator does not, and this was a malignance diff in this fight. I'm not sure how blue metal missed that Q, the first one, but it doesn't matter because he's picked up his 4th kill of the game. We've got Dragon coming up in 20 seconds. There's going to be no Anivia. Buchibu is taken to half health on the Alawi soul grab. My Atlanta. Who doesn't love Alawi? And we've got blue metal pushing in the top lane with his super friends, his super minions. He'll have the Elder Soul on him shortly. He'll be able to just throw out a mantra, possibly kill Zed with just 1 RQ. He did get some healing debuffs in as well with the Oblivion Orb. Unfortunately, turret goes down just to minions. Bucci does not have his ult anymore. Malignance is dealing some damage. Not going to be able to finish off the Maokai, but it got extremely close. Tether coming in. Down goes Zed, the dragon form, comes alive. Jubilee unfortunately whiffs his ultimate. You don't like to see that, especially in the last fight of the game. Trying to take down one of the main carries. Volibear is going in deep, but it's not enough as he goes too deep. He gets caught between tethers, between soccer balls, between a lady riding a bear-like thing. That's a Poro. And Game Maker, he survives. Triple kill going over to S-Duck, trying to get some kills on the fountain. Blue Metal's going deep. He doesn't get the kill. Quadra over to S-Duck. Not enough for a fireball shot. GG to the side of DGP. Great game. Alrighty. If we want to look at the stats, I mean, Rihi did all the damage for his team. And Varus just wasn't able to scale. He's getting poked in, poked in, poked in. Lots of damage coming in from the main carries of DGP. But let's get into the game. Maybe. Alrighty. Let me hide some of these names. As the teams are switching sides. Alright, we've got IQ on the blue side. DGP up 1 game on the red side. Hoping to get a 2-0 for this week. Alrighty. DGP with a nice low lead. I'm ready to get some draft picks in and underway. So hopefully Rihi and Blue Metal are ready as well. But while we wait, we can have some nice calming music to get us all ready for another game of League of Legends. Boochie Boo, you can eat rice after this series, but please refrain from it during. Glad to have you in chat. I'm not going to yell at you. You've ordered Panda Express. Can I tell you I've never had Chinese food in my life? Even if I can't, I am. Yes. I have the diet of a toddler whose parents don't order Chinese food. No, I lived in a house, you know. Big family. Eight children. We just, you know, I've never been to a Chinese restaurant. I was once at a Japanese steakhouse, and I asked them to please, like, leave the rice on the side of the food. Like, I didn't need it. And for some reason, they still gave it to me. Alright, into the banning phase. We've got Aurelion Sol as ban number 1. Twisted Fate coming through as well. We've got repeat bans on the Sona. Smolder also getting banned away. Wait, hold on. Alright, Twisted Fate is actually Senna. Twisted Fate is a Senna ban. Seraphine ban coming through as well. Apparently nobody wants to play against that. And Karma ban coming through on the side of DGP. Yes, they did play it last game, but I mean, it's a fairly easy champion to pilot. We've got Rihi squaring off with pick number 1. Ezreal for Jubilee. Stock played it marvelously. Is that the correct terminology? Last game, I think he finished like 9-1. Just completely crushed it with Moonlight as the support, carrying him the whole way. I believe Senna was a ban. I'm so confused. All right. So this Senna pick is actually Twisted Fate. As Senna's banned and Twisted Fate is not banned. Twisted Fate is Senna. He's just cosplaying. Coming in from Game Linker, we got a nice Lulu. Not sure if Blue Metal is dipping into the playbook of 900 slimes and going Lulu mid. It's always plausible, but I look for Moonlight to be on the Lulu here. Boochie Boo, what you gonna do? Nocturne. That's a spicy pick. I'm not sure if this is going in the jungle or not. It's kind of spicy if it is. I don't think that's really in his champion pool, but I'm excited to see Boochie the Boo try to swim here. And I'm expecting support pick. No, Awesomenator pulling out the Oriana. Okay, got a nice little team fight comp going on here. Blue Metal. He knows he has counterpart here. So I mean, I'd expect him to make his selection. Brings in the Zoe before he can get banned away. Be careful, everybody. Yes, Zoe in lane might not do too much. It did against me that one time this season. But I mean, late game, if there's extra walls to chuck bubbles over, he's going to be chucking. Volibear ban coming in from the side of DGP. Rihi, his main damage dealer on his team last game. Makes sense to ban it away. And Briar ban coming through. I don't know if Game Linker plays it. I'm not sure if Desert Rose has been playing it top lane. As well, but I'm not really sure. Right now, both teams are quite squishy. So I kind of like this. It's a good form of league. Janaban coming in. Just extra safety. And trying to prevent some dives. So hopefully DGP has someone that wants to dive in. And, you know, make the game more interesting than just some pokey poke. Sejuani Ban coming in. Sorry, Game Linker. You're not going to get the champion that you want to play. Should see a nice jungle pick here for Game Linker, though. Unless Desert Rose has someone that he really enjoys playing in the top lane, and there we go. He wants his Mordekaiser. Nice strong pick. Doesn't really have to play too much into whatever Rihi's trying to pull out, but we'll see what Rihi's got in store. You don't always see jungle counter pick, but see what's going to happen. If Soraka is the choice, that's a great pick. It's a Zed classic, but instead we're going to get a nice little support Ashe. Cross map action. And final pick, is this going to be for Rihi in the top lane? Or is he somehow on that Nocturne top? I don't think Boochie Boo is in in the Twitch stream. I don't think he's going to give us any extra info. Olaf in the top lane, into the Mordekaiser. I'm liking it. Nice little Teemo hover. Sorry about these names. Oh no. I said it was a nice Teemo hover. It won't be Yumi. I don't think it's going to be Yasuo. Because we still need a jungler. Unless Gainlinker is going to pull out the Yasuo jungle. I'm just concerned. We've got a Garen. Not sure if Gainlinker is going to be playing Mordekaiser in the jungle. Or what? But I'm kind of intrigued to see the side of DGP and what they're trying to cook up here. It's something else. So, I mean, I don't know who to root for, what to root for. I don't know. I'm intrigued by Nocturne in the jungle. He does have 2 champs, or 3 champs that he can really jump onto and just remove from the game. But I mean, if Lulu hits 6, her ultimate's really just gonna throw a wrench into Bucci's plan. If Zoe can time the bubble where and Nocturne isn't able to spell shield it, that's also gonna just mess him up. The center shroud could also be huge. If as soon as Nocturne ults, you just pop your shroud and become untargetable. Oh man. There's a lot that can go against the Nocturne pick here. Olaf is a nice delivery ball system for Orianna's ultimate. And I mean, they do have great just rundown with an Ashe out followed up by Ezreal and Nocturne, but I don't know how often we're going to be seeing that. Got 2 meatballish champs on the side of DGP. Kind of like that. It does look, for the time being, like Garen will be top lane. Mordekaiser in the jungle. But I mean, that can always change as teams are able to trade picks and flex around. Jord, Jackro, Bucci. Anybody have any ideas on who's going to win this game? Will DGP able to take the series, or will IQ be able to pull off the tie? This will be IQ's first tie. And this will be DGP's first win. If they can go 2-0. IQ for the tie. Alright. He's hoping for a good series. Okay, so it's going to be a bloodbath. Rihi dominates. But who wins that game, Jord? I'm sorry, didn't mean to put you on the spot. I don't know. I think if Blue Metal can land bubbles and land some poke, there is not too much healing coming out from the side of IQ to sustain it. And that could cause troubles on the side of IQ. Speaking on mids, we've got Zoe, we've got Orianna. Do I have top 3 mid lane? As in the beer league or champions? Alright. So if I go off this list, we don't want that. We want in-game. If I'm looking at this list, I know I don't have to go off it. I'm kind of just using it for some players as well. Let's go. Let's go beer league. Let's look at some player costs. I have played against Blue Metal. He did really well this season against me. Bongarud, he's always towards the top of the CS charts, and with that, he does have gold to deal some bonus damage. So I'm looking for that to be a factor. Sunamas, he's toward the bottom this season. Hasn't done too much. Bromstein, I haven't played against him yet. I know he has had some banger games on like Seraphine, on Vigar, things like that. Vixperian's playing really well this season again, doing his one comp. Slamurai Jack, technically a high cost mid laner, but I mean, if we're looking here, I'm seeing Ched in the mid lane and your top lane, so I don't really know if I could put you in the mid laner conversation. My top three, probably throw Blue Metal in there. Bone Garud. Bromstein, I think he might be like right on the verge of that. Vixperian is playing well, and I don't want to discount what he's done against my team, especially because he rocked us. I think that was just mid diff potentially, but I mean he's always been one of the top mid laners in every single season. Really Bad Zed has taken a step back, so I might. All right, so I'm gonna go Blue Metal, Bone Garud, and Vixperian are my top mid laners. Bromstein's right there though. I think he's played great this season, and I think he's earned like one of the top mid laners this season. I mean, Really Bad Zed, he might just be waiting to strike come playoffs. You know, really turn on the Jets, but go Blue Metal, Bone Garud, and Vixperian. Alrighty. Game should be starting shortly. I do know the nonsense that you're speaking of, Slamurai. Alright, we've just got some music just for the intro of the game. We've got Rihi in the top lane for IQ, Boo on the scary Nocturne, Awesomenator on Oriana, Jubilee on the Ezreal this time, Zed on support Ashe. We've got an invade coming in from the side of DGP. Not sure if they're going to be able to catch anybody out. Jubilee and Zed able to spot out Blue Metal. But he's going fishing. Some damage is going down on to Blue Metal. I don't think it's going to be enough. Yellow card coming in from S-Doc, unable to land it, so not too much gonna go down here. No deep wards on the side of DGP either, so that's quite interesting, but Riki's going to be caught out by the Desert Rose. Garen's going to go fast. Unfortunately, Bucci missed his scary stuff. Desert Rose doesn't really want to flash out. Unfortunately, he does. Bucci Boo throws another Q. On the side of DGP, we've got Desert Rose on Garen, like I've said a few times. Gain Linker on Mordekaiser. Blue Metal on the Zoe. S-Stock on the Twisted Fate in the AD carry role. It's pretty strong. It's pretty annoying. And we've got Moonlight on the Lulu. I did cast a few of those games, Slamurai. I was supposed to have a co-caster, and he became a part of those games. As well, we've got junglers starting on opposite sides of the map. That red buff topside jungle is lit up like a Christmas tree. Good poke coming down by Jubilee. Moonlight as well, but Moonlight is going down below half health. Forced to use the pot already. Ash is getting the damage out. Moonlight forced to flash at 224. S-Stock going up a little far. Jubilee eating forward, using the heal to get some extra damage, extra move speed. I don't know why I said damage. Moonlight forced to heal as well. Awesomenator surviving the onslaught of damage, and bubbles coming in from Blue Metal. Able to dodge. Big wave coming in for Rishi. And I mean, everyone might have expected, myself included, Jubilee and Z to play a little passive. And I mean, they're just going at it right now. Rihi's doing a good job just staying right on the outskirts of turret damage. Turret aggro. Awesomenator about to go down. He is able to shield himself. Unfortunately, flashes right into a bubble. It's not going to be enough as Blue Metal gets the kill for his team. Early Ignite thrown down onto Rihi. Mordekaiser in the top lane. He's on his way. There is a ghost. No flash on Rihi. Jungle in the bot lane as well. Gainlanker uses his E a little bit early. Ghost coming through for Rihi on the Olaf. Garen says, I want to spin. Gainlanker says, I want to kill. Exhaust coming through by the Ashe a little early, but not too bad. Awesomenator used his teleport to get back in the lane. Unfortunately, he's not going to get a kill. Spell Shield not going down in time. Tries to Spell Shield the Exhaust. Not enough. Flash down on to Moonlight. Unfortunately, can't get a single auto off under the turret. Moonlight gets an easy kill there. And just like that, 3-1 to the side of IQ. I think this series has had some of the most unfortunate, unlucky events that I've seen. You know, sometimes that just happens. As a jungler, especially if you are going to gank early on, you're like, oh no, I'm missing out on some camps. You might get too happy with trying to dive. Rihi's got a massive lead in the top lane for CS. 15 already. Desert Rose unfortunately missed about 2 waves. He's taking this fight. He's got a mid wave to or a minion wave to fight into. Blue Metal trying to keep Awesomenator off the wave. He's has enough Zoe points to make anyone question his sanity. Gainlanker is coming in to counter gank mid lane. I'm not sure if Awesomenator is going to be ready for this, or even if Boo will as well. He's getting sleepy. He's getting tired. He does dodge the claw, though. He's going to make it out scot-free. Olaf has hit level 6. He is going to be able to avoid sleepiness. He is going to be able to avoid the Mordekaiser Death Realm. He is going to get out of Polymorph. Looks like, just like last game, DGP is going for the Dragon. IQ is going for the Grub Gaming. 2 grubs down. Dragon should be falling soon. Another axe should get tossed right into Garen's way. And I mean, no TP on Garen, so he's just going to use his passive to heal on up. I think he's just standing in the bush. I didn't know he had a passive like Teemo where if he stands in the bush, you know, get some bonuses. Bot lane was extremely lost my word, aggro to start the game. It's not looking like that anymore. Desert Rose going in, uses the Demacia on Better Than You spell, and he gets the kill onto Rihi. Who cares if he's down 20 CS? He's going to pick up a little bit here. And Blue Metal's got a massive wave. He doesn't have ult anymore, but he should be able to chunk Awesomenator down to an 1/8 of HP. It's scary. Moonlight doesn't have ult just yet, but Zed's able to fight through that polymorph that goes on to Jubilee. Exhaust coming out quite early. Heal coming through as well by Moonlight. No heal on the side of Jubilee, no flash. This could be trouble. It's going to be all about how quickly can Zed hit 6, but sitting at level 4, it's not going to be soon enough to get a nice easy kill. Not sure if Bucci was looking in the mid lane. I'm going to assume that he was. I really hope it wasn't a misclick again. That would be unfortunate. We've got, I don't know, pretty even map state. Yes, DGP is up 3 kills. About 700 gold though, so it's not too bad. Top lane and bot lane for IQ is farming amazingly. Jubilee just using his ult because he wants to get out of this lane. Should have some extra gold to spend. So he's just clearing out that wave, looking to base after that. Garen's saying, I've got half minion wave to fight in. Gonna make you fight. In comes Mordekaiser. He is level 6. I hope he doesn't ult. Gets an axe thrown at him. Not much to do with that. IQ is going to be pulling off a late base. But looks like both bot lanes are just going to base at the same time. Game Linker spends some extra time up top. He will get spotted out on this ward by the grubs. Blue Metal's going deep. He is but I think he was just trying to get a little plate there. Got some extra gold. Second most gold in the game behind Mr. First Blood Jubilee. Karen's running toward the Olaf, just keep him off the lane. Try to pick up a few extra CS. But Garen knows he can't fight into too many minions or he's just going to get taken down. The bot lane for DGP is both 6. Ashe is still a minion wave away or so. It'd be nice to have Nocturne down the bot lane for a fight. Heal coming through by Blue Metal, I believe it was just a spell he picked up. And just like that, Drowsy going through. Unfortunately, it doesn't block it once. He is hit by the Sleepy Bubble. Blue Metal does flash away though. I'm not sure if it was to get extra range on his alt Q. Bucci Boo might be getting caught out in the Herald in the Grubhub pit though. Ashe does hit 6, not using her ult just yet though. Mordekaiser does take 1 grub. Oh, good spell shield on the side of Bucci Boo in that Nocturne. Great Ashe ult coming in from bot lane. That's why you save it. Garen's coming in. He's going to try and use Demacia's flash out by Bucci. Rishi is taking down as well. Garen does have him flash out. He's not going to be using it. He's going to instead flash to go in and get a double kill onto Bucci and Richie. And I mean, Grub Gaming, Slamride Jack, you hate whenever people int over it. And that was just the whole thing of Blue Metal can move faster. His wave clear is a little bit higher right now than that of Awesomenator. And the first one to help your jungler usually wins. It's also up 2 levels on Awesomenator. Gets a nice little flash, smite onto the cannon. Good lord. That's why we do not let Blue Metal play this champion. plate going down for the side of Jubilee. Unfortunately, Twisted Fate ulted in right there, and he's at half HP. He does have the static shift, so he does have some pretty nice wave clear, though. And it looks like Nocturne is going to be starting up Dragon number 2 in the game. Blue Metal is going to go fishing with some poke. I don't know why Z is not picking up any of these juicy fruits on the jungle balls. They do know that they might be in trouble. Nocturne has no way out except for that spell shield. Yellow card coming in from Estoc. Ash can't really do too much. Polymorph coming through, but the darkness is going to keep Bucci alive. Yes, it is his ultimate ability. But I mean, save yourself from death, why not? And a plate going down to the Desert Rose. He was once down, I think like 20 CS. Just down 6 right now. He's sitting at 3-0-1. Terrifying Garen. They had a nice flex pick between the Mordekaiser and Garen in the top lane. Got Herald popping up in 40 seconds. Blue buff is now shareable. All the buffs are going to be shareable with at least one person, since the second dragon has fallen. Demacia button is so much fun. Ash out coming through. Does land on to the Zoe. Unfortunately, Awesomenator doesn't want to follow up just yet. He's down 30 CS. He is starting to figure out the pattern that Blue Metal likes to play, though, with this alt Sleepy Trouble bubble. But not having that item completed does make life a little bit difficult. Ignite going down by the Desert Rose. Wants to scare off that Olaf healing. Unfortunately, all it's going to do is just scare it off. But we do have Bucci in the top side. I think he may have been spotted out on his gank path. He is able to land the Q, but not much else coming of it. Garen's just too fast. He has speed. He has darkness. He is scary. And the bot lane that I thought was going to be a lot of fighting has been lack thereof as of recently. It's just been Blue Metal, Pepper, and Awesomenator. Free Herald over to the side of DGP, which is nice. Jubilee and Z trying to get some damage down. Yellow card going down. I mean, there's not too much battling on the side of these two bot lanes. I wish that we did have some more and some more jungle focus. But I don't know. It's weird. I feel like the only jungle ganks this game have gone top. Not really many to the mid lane. And we've got little Brawl Brothers in the top half. Not sure where this alt's going. It's going to the bot lane. Force the flash out from Estoc. Moonlight's able to stay alive with her Wild Growth ultimate. Zeed's trying to get the last ticks down. Both bot laners using the heal and ignites. And IQ is on that DGP train now. They just can't get any kills, and it's really frustrating. Really unlucky. First turret is going to go down by Blue Metal. And I mean, he just has honing missiles on these alts. Good spell shield by Bucci to not get damaged by that Sleepy Trouble bubble. Flash coming through to extend the range, and Blue Metal's able to get his third kill of the game. He gets a little sleep on to Zed as well. Gets some payback for that ult that he shot mid lane. 4-0-2 for Blue Metal. And this is just looking a little bit scary for IQ. Herald getting dropped. Jubilee able to E away before he gets hit by the Trouble Bubble. Estoc taking some damage from that turret, but this should be turrets falling all around the map for DGP. Ezreal forced to flash. That's going to be troublesome. Zed hitting another cross-map ultimate. Exhaust going down. Flash that was stolen. Oh my gosh. Blue Meadow's got some damage. Zeed's taken into the death round by Gainlanker. He's gotten some revenge for Blue Meadow. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it out of here with another kill as well. Kill going over to Bucci, the Boo. And all while that fighting is going on mid, bot lane was able to get 2 turrets. Not sure if Nocturne's going to want to ult in there. He might see that he could, but he knows that he shouldn't. Now he's going to be getting challenged on his Krugs. Top lane has just been, I don't want to say a wet noodle fight, but it's just been a lot of healing between the 2 champs. Just back and forth fighting. Look at the gold. Garen's up by a lot. He does use the Ignite. Uses his early Demacia button. Unable to get the kill. Hoping to push Richie out of lane. He's unable to do so. Not sure if he's going to get any ganks, but he's going to go in for the dive. And he might have bit off more than he can chew. Especially with Richie popping his ult, forcing Desert Rose to flash. Blue Metal with the amazing steal on that dragon. Doesn't even have smite. I don't think he needed it. Zeed hitting another ultimate. Unfortunately, Bucci walked into his death. That is known as S-Stock and the TF. Double kill. Shut down going in the top lane for Rihi. He's barely survived. But he's got all the gold that he needs now to hopefully make a difference. Hopefully he can leave top lane jail and join his team. Because I don't think he's going to be able to push fast enough against this Garen. Jubilee moving in. S-Stock with the gold card. Exhaust going down. I don't know if Osmonator can get out of here. He uses the ult. The shockwave. It's enough to keep him safe and sound. Ashe does not have any ult to fire out. But Jubilee is just around this corner. Blue Metal will get spotted out. So I don't think that we're going to have many more fights after this, or a continuation of this fight. Ashe has not swapped over to Sweeper Lens. I think Zeed might have realized it just now that they didn't. Blue buff for all of Blue Metal squad. Never mind. Baron didn't spawn just yet. So it looks like Olaf has decided to match up against Zoe in the bot lane. No one wants to match up with that Garen just yet. Oriana's going to be moving up there, but I don't think she can really deal with him, especially without having the shockwave up just yet. Jubilee is fighting in the mid lane. Try and get some clears, minions, cleared waves, cleared. Both teams do have vision up on that Baron buff. Rihi is playing a little bit dangerously. But whenever you play as Olaf against a squishy champion and she misses her only CC spell while you have your ultimate going, I mean, good things are going to happen. And just like that, Rihi's top in the game in CS. Gainlanker is going to be lane ganking right here. Jubilee forced to heal and E away to get that extra distance. Unfortunately, the gold card coming out for S-Stock. Turret going down in the bot lane while this is happening. Great play. Great catch by DGP. Osmonator does have ultimate available. I think that's going to be the one thing that scares Garen away. And side DGP is going to be starting this Baron on vision. Bucci is on the other side of the map. They don't have any vision in that area for Nocturne to ult. Got a TP coming in from Rihi. They should be able to get there in time. Osmonator might be going down. TP coming in from Zoe. It looks like the side of IQ is just going to try and be all on that. Rihi's running by his lonesome. Unfortunately, the rest of his team is trying to take down the Desert Rose, and they're going to do that. And they're able to ward off Baron. Zeed lands another ultimate onto Blue Metal. Blue Metal doesn't make Rihi go drowsy. Unfortunately, Gainlanker goes down, but that's a kill. Another kill down onto S-Stock. Bucci goes down and drops as well. Blue metal goes far into the distance. Moonlight barely survives. And it looks like Jubilee, Rihi, and the squad are able to even some things out. They're still down 2,000 gold. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick up this turret. They do have a lot of damage. But even if they can't get it right here, they should be able to pick it up before the dragon spawns. I mean, they've got a lot of gold in base. So hopefully they can spend this, get back on the map before dragon. Looks like they're all going to be there at the same time. So that's going to be helpful. DGP could just go Baron if they wanted. Like, they don't have to fight over this dragon. It's just the third dragon for them. Second dragon for IQ. But they're going to try and hide in a bush. That's one of Garen's favorite things. If you don't see a Garen, he's probably in a bush. And IQ's got 4 wards and 1 bush. Rihi's going in deep. Doesn't use the ultimate, even though he does get hit by the gold card. Bucci's taken down to half health by just 1 rotation from Zoe. Bucci dives in. Unfortunately, he is their team's smite. But Rihi's able to just run into the backline and take down 2, take down 3. Rihi is large. Desert Rose survives. He almost takes down Osminator. He's unable to do so. No smite on either team, but this should be a nice little dragon onto the side of IQ. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a banger. Drowsy Jubilee. But Blue Metal chooses wisely not to engage on that call right there. Rihi is popping off. He's got 11,000 gold, most gold in the game, followed by Blue Metal. And Jubilee and Estoc, pretty much even in gold right now. Teams are pretty much even in gold right now. But I mean, if we're looking at the scoreboard, we can see IQ's been running with it recently. 700 gold shutdown on Rihi, 150 on both Jubilee and Zed. If I'm the side of DGP, I want to use that TF ult to get some picks onto Jubilee or Zed. Unfortunately, that Nocturne ult, not much came of it. And on the bot lane, we do have Rihi. He does have teleport, so he's just going to be pushing this lane out until he meets Garen. All the blue buffs going over to the side of IQ. Unfortunately, they don't have too many waves that they can push in right now, so they're just trying to get some vision around the map. Baron is alive. We're getting some calls out on it for the side of IQ, at least to hide into a bush that they know that they have vision in. Zoe's trying to get some plays, make some people sleepy. Rihi is trying to start a fight, maybe just get a little poke down onto the Garen. He doesn't realize that the Mordekaiser's running from behind him, though. He's going to be dip diving, ducking, and dodging his way. He did not pop the ult. He did pop it just now, so that could make it difficult. He does end up popping the Ghost as well, but with jungle on the bot side, Bucci's going to go in and try and go after that Zoe. Unfortunately, nothing's going to come of it except for a few flashes and a heal. So both teams reset once again. Gold is just 200 difference. Towers side 5 for DGP, 3 for IQ. Red buffs galore for the side of DGP. Got 1100 gold on the side of Blue Metal. Not sure what he's going to be going for next. If he's going to go for some Magic Pen or just for a Death Cap. Won't be able to tell by his next base. TF getting the rapid fire just to extend that alt range. He also did pick up a QSS. I'm not sure if that's... I'm just going to assume that's mainly for the Nocturne ultimate. Just so he can kind of tell people where it is, or just then he can ult throwing that to a smart location. And then we also have the Mikhail's Crucible coming in from Moonlight. So, I mean, she knows a lot of people are getting hit by that Ashe ult. Get that stun off them. Mordekaiser is hanging around top lane. He smells something fishy. He sees the Ezreal all alone, and Blue Metal's going to try and go fishing with an E, but Jubilee knows better. Blue Metal's trying to tell his team, we've got a dragon in a minute. I've got teleport. I'm going to stick top lane. This Ezreal won't be able to stay here with me, so we do have positioning. Everyone except for Blue Metal on the side of DGP does have flash. Bucci Boo is going deep. He's hit with a wild growth. Ashe ult lands again. A quick Mikhail's coming in from Moonlight. That's quite impressive. I'm not sure if it was 100% necessary, but that was used very quickly. That does take away some of the engage on the side of IQ, but I mean, forcing TF to base, forcing a Lulu ultimate, it is pretty helpful. They're just going to try and make a nice little bush, but unfortunately TF can see where everybody's hiding. Jubilee's gotten stuck. He has to flash away from the Garen. Gainlanker still just roaming around. He has his ultimate, so if he wants, he can take Bucci out of the fight, but I don't think that's going to be his #1 priority, especially as jungler. He's going to want to make sure that he can smite that dragon away. Rihi's running all around. He is put to sleep. He's forced to pop the ultimate. In goes Bucci Boo. He gets a kill, double kill going over for Awesomenator. Jubilee's unable to pick up the kill onto Desert Rose. Rihi's dominating though. He's just running down that little child that is Zoe. This is Dragon. This could potentially be Baron as well. So, I mean, things have swinged quite quickly. And, I mean, Rihi's just running people over at this point in the game. He had the early lead. Mid-game was a little rough with Garen sitting at 3-1. But Rihi's sitting at 8-3-6. Most CS in the game. It's not even close. It makes you think about some things. Bucci should be fine here. I hope he doesn't fall. I'm not sure if he needed the Ezreal and Ashe to be right inside that wall to get a little take some less damage, but doesn't matter as IQ is able to secure that Baron. Blue buff for all of IQ as well. Orianna loves that. Ezreal loves that. Level check Richie has hit. Level 18. Awesomenator just behind at 15. Trying to hit 16 before another team fight. Zoe just hit 16. Rihi is in against a few. Zed throws out the ult. Just misses. So we're going to see the Mordekaiser's forced to flash away. I'm not sure if Richie can auto-attack enough people to get the heals off with his Sundered Sky, and down goes Richie. Gainlanker's able to get the kill, but while all that happens, there's a mid lane turret going down. For the side of DGP. Blue Metal's hitting some minions. He is overextended right now, but he's going to speed away. He's not too afraid. Nocturne is in the area, and I think since Zoe can see him on the wave, she's going to start backing off. Zed has an ultimate coming up very soon. But Blue Metal might try and go fishing with some Sleepy Trouble Bubbles. The game has slowed down. We're at 32 minutes, all coming through. Unfortunately, no Mikhails can be used by Moonlight. Long distance gold card coming through by Estoc. And we've got 2.5 minutes until the next dragon. It will be Soul. Will be a Cloud Soul, which would be pretty nice for a few people, but be really great on Olaf. Ash is trying to get some vision for her team. So, I mean, disappointing thing with this Baron is there's only been one turret taken. Yes, I understand that Rihi is kind of cut out in top lane. But, I mean, I feel like we should be able to push a lot more turrets. Unfortunately, Zoe just goes out of vision as soon as Bucci pops the ult. Zed does have an arrow going through. Just misses. In the top lane, Rihi pops the ultimate going for this Garen up top. Auto attack, throw a tomahawk. Garen just doesn't die, though. He does throw out the ignite. I think Rishi now knows that Garen's all alone, so he's going to try and make a fight. It looks like Blue Metal's going to want to go in, or Gamelanker will want to follow along with Blue Metal. And just like this, we are going to get a pick. Exhaust going down on to Zed. Gold card going on to the Ezreal. Maybe I misread that card. But that's a nice pick and nice shutdown going on to one of your major carries. Now I hope Rihi knows that most people are still on this side of the map. So he shouldn't try to push the issue too much. We do have a dragon coming up in 1 minute. Rihi does have teleport. Golden Rose does not. Or the Desert Rose, my bad. We do have a good bit of heal cut coming through on the side of DGP. So it does make some things pretty interesting. The dragon is now coming up. The one thing is I do think IQ needs their top laner more than DGP needs theirs. So we have a TP coming in. Garen does know that his team's yelling TP, so he's going to look to run down as fast as he can. Bucci Boo's going to try and get the Mordekaiser feared. He is taken into the Death Realm. Mordekaiser does run away. Unfortunately, Osmair does get hit by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Rihi goes in. He has to pop the ult as he's taken in to the polymorph form. Shut down on the Garen by Zed. Olaf is still running. He's still immune. Great. Oh man, I forget what that called. Orianna ult, but Blue Metal just popping people with his Qs and his ults. Flash after flash is being blown by the side of DGP, and that's just helping Blue Metal dance around them and land kills and shields and spells. Estoc might have bit off more than he can chew, but I don't know if Rihi can catch up to him. That's a gold card. That's death. That's 900 gold over to Estoc. That's a dragon over to Estoc. And we've got kills 23 to 22. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Bucci dives and it's not worth it, but I think his dive, making sure that the Mordekaiser ult was down, was nice, but all those extra flashes blown by the side of IQ really just helped Blue Metal live so much longer than if they wouldn't have used flash. Ash hits the 101 vision score. Baron is up right now. There's no TP for Rihi, so he's going to be moving top lane. Osmair does have ult and teleport available. The only flash available in the game is on Gamelanker. Looks like TF ult is coming through, but it's going to be interrupted by the darkness from Nocturne. He does use his QSS to get out of that, though. And now we've got a 4v5 battle on the line. The one thing, though, is Benson really wants to fight in this area. Riki did a great job of not just popping his ult right away. He's going to try and heal up on this wave a little bit. But Blue Metal is just going to be poking over that Baron wall, making it really difficult on the side of IQ to actually push through. And I mean, it's... Garen was dead for 50 seconds, now it's down to 20. He should be getting back out onto the map in time to make a fight happen. And this poke coming down from Zoe is just ridiculous. Bucci jumping in like he does. Not the best idea. He turns out the light. Shockwave coming in. Take down Blue Metal, and the Zoe Gainlanker falls down to Jubilee as well. Double kill. Triple kill going to Jubilee. 2 games, 2 triples into the Ezreal's hands. Unfortunately, Ezreal ease forward, gets polymorph, flashed on by Garen. Demacia is going to be coming down and striking him, but it's not going to be the end of his life unless Garen can catch him. He should be able to. And down goes Jubilee to the Desert Rose. Unfortunately, Awesomenator was able to live. I guess fortunately for him, he's going to be able to cover top lane as well. We're moving into a 38-minute beer league game. Bucci has no fear. I don't think he knows what fear means. He has feared a few other people on the enemy team, though. But, you know, he's got some pretty large cojones to take every fight, and I love that style of play. Oh, that's one thing I don't love, though, is whenever your ADC is going to be up in 7 seconds. I'm going to try and give him some time to get that red buff. Really throw out that damage onto the other team, but it happens. Zed's going to have a nice little death ball, hit him right in the face, and Ash, we hardly knew ye. TF does pop the ult. Going to go look at the Olaf, but nothing's going to come of it. We do have Dragon in minute 20. So I think DGP is just going to try and get some vision down the bottom half of that map. Rihi's going to be waiting for a minute, I believe. It looks like DGP is going to look to get the engage going in the mid lane. Blue Metal is just trying to poke a bit from that Raptor bush, Raptor pit. I'm not sure if Rihi was spotted out. It looks like he was, as we have all these pings just to move into the bot lane. There's Drowsy going down on to the Olaf, as does the ultimate from the Nocturne onto the Zoe, but it's not going to be enough. He's able to use the stasis as well to turn off the ultimate from Rihi. And Ash lands another ult, but nothing else is going to come of it. Rihi's throwing down the gauntlet onto the enemy team. He's saying, hey, let's fight. I've got my team here. Unfortunately, so does DGP. Gold card coming in from S-Doc, but he's also getting melted by Jubilee and Zed in the backline. Rihi goes down to Zoe, the damage queen. Great 3-man shockwave by Obstinator. Flash coming in from the Desert Rose. Another ult coming through in this one fight by Nocturne. And this could be it. The lights are out. And so are IQ's chances, at least at this dragon. I think the game is still alive. Great dodge by Blue Metal to avoid the Ezreal Q. Past the 41-minute marker. Baron is still up. Jubilee might be getting cut out, though. He knows where Garen is. He's going to pester him with autos. He does not have the Demacian outplay button, but he does have spin to win Beyblade. And nice 700 gold going over into Garen's pockets. It's a very gold heavy game. We've got Baron up and available. Desert Rose is just sticking around. Bot lane, there's no reason for him to be anywhere else on the map right now. He is going to recall though. Does have 3,000 gold to work with. He should be able to complete whatever item he's working toward. And he gets a Dead Man's Plate outright. Sold his longsword. Got full builds for both top laners. Blue Metal did buy a Mage Eyes, so he's going to be looking to put some names in his death book. Another QSS coming out for the side of IQ. Jubilee really hates those yellow cards and those Sleepy Trouble Bubbles. And side of DGP is trying to make a nice little death brush. And it's going to be really difficult for IQ to move into here, as they've got a gold card, Sleepy Trouble Bubble, or just death waiting them. It looks like IQ is going to try and make the play from the backside. Bucci Boo, I'm ready for you to just press Alt and attack somebody. There's the Zoe. Wild Growth coming in from Lulu. Moonlight goes down by Riki's hands. Desert Rose able to get a kill. 4-man Shockwave coming in by Oriana. Oh my goodness. Down goes Blue Metal. Down goes S-Doc and Gainlinker. Garen's just going to push mid lane out. He's saying you guys can't get our mid tier if you don't have any minions to work with. It looks like IQ is going to be going for this Baron. Not sure where Garen's running to right now. I would just continue pushing mid. And it looks like he heard me. He's going to be running there as IQ gets this Baron. We are approaching 45-minute game here. I did not sign up for this. I'm glad that you agree with that red buff statement, because I think that your comment came in just for that last fight. I mean, he's massive right now. He's able to complete his Mercurial Scimitar, whatever it's called. Both supports are now over 100 vision score. There's only one sweeper for the side of IQ. Which, I mean, it makes sense whenever DGP is just trying to make death rushes. Having a sweeper is not going to be super helpful if you're just getting kaplapped out of nowhere. Ezreal coming through. Let's see if we can get more than just one turret with this Baron buff this time. Zoe is on the outskirts. Ashe ult coming through, and it hits Moonlight into a great shockwave. Down goes Moonlight, but Garen's coming in from the backside. They don't have Ashe to slow anybody down. Blue Metal's going to start poking. Lands a bubble. He does get Sleepy and everything else onto Rihi, but it's not going to be enough. Ashe is coming in from the backside. I really do fear for her life. IQ is getting split up. Bucci Boo is doing his thing. He's going into the backline as far as he can go, as long as he still can remain a little bit safe. Garen's just trying to stop these waves from crashing. Riki's running away into the waiting arms of Demacia. He's getting some justice brought down onto him. 8, 4, and 1 is the Desert Rose. He's spinning. He's winning. He's getting feared by Bucci. Not sure if IQ's ADCs are going to be able to take him down. He's going to be able to heal with that Triumph. And Zoe's just pestery pokes. Zoe does fall, though. She goes a little bit too deep. Jubilee sitting at 12, 5, and 1 on this Ezreal. Ezreal has been the champion of this series. Crushed in both games. Not sure if Osminator is going to get himself into trouble. He does use the Shockwave on one. TF uses his ult, but it's not going to be in time. Ashe might get caught out if TF ripped the ult. He did not want to. We have an open inhib on blue side. We have no Barons taken, or no turrets taken with this Baron. This Baron's about to wear off as well. Able to get 2 kills, but it's not enough to push that gold lead forward. Empirical, you're gonna have to take it up with the commissioners. I think we do have some forms that you can fill out as well in the Discord channel for forms and requests. When Rihi asked if there were any casters, I did not expect to cast for 47 minutes in this one game alone. My goodness. 21,000 gold for Rihi, 20,000 for Desert Rose. Like 20,000 for Estoc as well. We're just printing gold. I don't know if anyone has elixirs. Where is Rihi? He has an elixir. Elixirs. Just trying to make sure. Alright. Everyone that needs to buy elixirs has. We have Elder coming up right now. I'm sorry for not paying attention to that. Ezreal coming through will be back up as long as he's learning some extra spells. Not sure what the play is here. No one really has any major pushing waves that are going to be of any interest. DGP could run mid, but they know that this Elder fight is going to be massive. Drowsy going down on to Rihi, but it won't matter. As does the Assault on to Blue Metal. He ends up flashing a wave. Shockwave going down onto Estoc. Awesomenator does get the kill. Never mind, I'm looking at the wrong side of the map. Zeed's able to take down. Does get taken down by Gainlanker. Ezreal going to be smacking away. Gainlanker is going to be eating up that Rihi for lunch and dinner. And a midnight snack. Bucci Boo, he's kind of zoned away. And just as we thought that this was a game for IQ to win, DGP said, we don't need Elder. We just want that inhib. We're going to be able to storm through with our 3 Void Grubs that we got earlier in this game. We've got some minions. Ezreal's ult is not up just yet. He does have some wave clear with the Ravenous Hydra though, so I mean, the stall that they were able to pull off is pretty big. Turret is falling down in the top side for IQ. Blue Metal does have teleport if he needs it. I don't think Bucci knows that they're going for this Elder Dragon. It is falling, not the fastest, as TF is now just getting there. No Farsights coming in. Someone needs to throw in a Farsight. Unfortunately, this is going to be Elder Dragon. 3-person Shockwave going down for Awesomenator. My goodness. Down goes Estoc. Down goes the Elder onto the side of DGP, but unfortunately, they've only got 1 kill for this to show for it. Rihi's trying to take down Gainlanker, but Jubilee's going down with him. Oh my goodness. Blue Metal, Moonlight make it out. Just barely, but hey, if you have this Elder Dragon on Blue Metal, he only has to hit 1 Sleepy Trouble Bubble and a Q to kill you instead of 2. Or 1 Sleepy Trouble and a Q and an auto. We're at 50 minutes in this Beer League matchup. 2 Barons have been slain. 1 Elder Dragon. Great ult by Zeed, but it's not going to be enough as the cleanse is coming through. And Zeed might forget that they have Elder because he's going to drop to Moonlight right here. Zhonya's coming in by Blue Metal just to stay safe. Rihi wants to avenge his friend, but it's not going to be of much. We've got 2 people that have sold boots so far. Garen sold his boots. Mordekaiser sold theirs as well. Zeed is saving that last spot for control wards, being a good support. Moonlight says we don't need control wards because fights are going one way or the other. Jubilee getting caught out, going down by Blue Metal's hands. Awesomenator able to get Moonlight as well. S-Dot going down by Bucci Boo. Elder Dragon is still up and running. Actually, I think it might have just worn off. Gainlinker does get the kill onto Awesomenator. Rihi is hit by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. He is going to be falling. He's not going down just yet. He's able to survive because he's getting some autos. But Blue Metal might have done it. This should be the game. Doesn't matter that turrets are falling on other parts of the map. Blue Metal is just on a killing spree. He's going to be unstoppable. Zeed, you're running too far away from the turret to keep yourself alive and get damage down onto the Garen. GG, 52 minutes. 99,000 gold. Unfortunately, DGP didn't want to hit 100k. Well, that's alright. That was League of Legends. A great series, heck of a game. I really hope I don't have to cast any more 52-minute games, but that one was a lot of fun. Whole lot of damage. Rihi at 75k. Blue Metal at 68. Desert Rose at 66 as well. Game 3, I'm ready for it. Rubber match for all the marbles. If IQ wins, they get 1 point. If DGP loses, they lose their 3. I think that'd be well worth it for you. But that was a lot of fun. Thanks for sending up the caster invite, Richie. And remember, everybody that's watching, if you're in the beer league and your team hasn't casted yet or doesn't have enough casts going on, here's looking at you. Oh, come on, standings, hurry up. KOM, IQ, team that's playing right now. DGP, another team that's playing right now. Although I feel like Blue Metal has casted once. Just make sure that you get your casts in. Okay. So yeah, we're all getting close. We're all working as a team. Keep on moosing. Start casting. Good games. I forget when the next series is. We have a game tomorrow night. KOM against STSD at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully we can get a cast for that. And thanks for showing up. Enjoy your weekend.